Hey guys, welcome back to the garage and finally to another bench talk. Been a while since we had one, but we're back this week. Just a lot of things going on lately here the last couple of weeks. I've had virtually no bench time in. We've had some family come in and did some things for the 4th there. By the way, which I hope everyone had a great, safe, and happy 4th of July. I've got a couple things on hold. My group builds are on hold right now. Kind of hit the pause button on those. The one for senior and the Rust Bucket group build and the buddy build with my dad on the 66 Riviera. Haven't had any updates on that recently, but here I'm hoping to change that very soon. Hoping to really start picking up some steam on all three of those. Get you guys some good updates on that and get them starting to be wrapped up. Really, the only thing I've got done differently since last time we met on this is the 57 Ford, the custom 57 Ford. I did some things on that, so we're going to run that past you guys. And then again on this one also, I got a couple products I want to share with you that I received recently in the mail. So I don't endlessly ramble as I'm so many times accustomed to doing. We're just going to get into this, guys. We got another vintage kit on the bench. Got this one from eBay, and as you can see, it is already built. And I'm going to take this off because it is loose, just sitting there. It is already built, but a very nice build-up, guys, of this. I don't know. Again, who knows how long ago it was built, but it's held up well over the years as far as that goes. But we're going to look at the box first real quick, and then we'll get a little bit closer look at the car. So this is it, guys, a 3-in-1. Now this carries the SMP label on it, and I don't know that much about the difference between the AMT SMP, although I know that this still has AMT on the box, so it was all AMT. I had heard it had something to do with kits for one certain car maker over another, but I don't know. That would be me speculating, so I think I'm going to leave that one go. If anybody knows for sure, please leave it in the comments. It'd be interesting to learn a little bit more about that too. But anyway, this is from 1961 convertible customizing kit, and this is the 61 Imperial convertible. So I thought, as old as this box is, guys, what good shape it's in. I mean, this thing is just like still very nice condition. And again, as we always do, we'll just walk around the box here. There you got the top there. Shows you a couple different. And actually, this shows you. It actually shows a Lincoln Continental and a Imperial. So apparently, this series or whatever you could get either car, and they just give you the box art on the top there. And then down here on the side, of course, it gives you a couple decal options for the pace cars, the Lincoln there and the Imperial. And then, of course, your common customizing accessories here, half tops and different wheels, decal sheet there, and all the like. And then again, on the end here, some more of the top box art. And then there again denotes the 61 Imperial convertible in this box, kit number 139. And then moving on around here, then again, it just tells you customizing and part swapping hints by George Barris, king of the customizers. And then, of course, your trophy series, all your different cars and trucks there, hard tops and convertibles, pickups, compacts, and the like. And then again, it shows you your stock Imperial and your stock Continental right there. So again, and there it is, AMT Corp, official model makers to the industry. So very, very good condition on the box. And I thought this was neat, guys. If you look here, it says, if seal is broken, have dealer examine contents. Way before they started wrapping in cellophane, they just taped the bottom of the box up there. And that was it, guys. So that's the box. We're going to look inside the box because there is still stuff left inside here. It's got remaining part of the chrome tree. Now, the only thing about this is it's mostly all here. But it's missing one original style wheel cover, which is kind of a shame because you had here pretty much your original wheels, and then you had some custom wheels here, there, and then it's like a, I guess I won't speculate either. I didn't look through the instructions well enough, but there's like for a Continental kit, there's a license plate there, 1961. This is all dated. There's a tack and a couple other different things on that tree. And then is some more of the Continental kit there, a little roll bar, just some more odds and ends pieces, customizing pieces. And again, another tree. Looks like use it for the front end or back end, I would assume. And then this, we'll explain that when we get to the instructions. And then, of course, your convertible boot. And again, just various parts that were left in the box. Now, these were cool. These were actually on it when I got it. But looking and things, they were not attached very well. But look at that. Custom skirts on there. That makes that look pretty sweet. So I thought that was pretty cool. But those were on it when I got it. And again, just some other little pieces and parts and some lights and lenses and things like that. Custom piece for the deck lid there. And the decal sheet is still intact, guys. Obviously, no good to use anymore. But once again, with the scanning you can do, again, STS, you send them a photocopy, they could probably make you a brand new sheet just like that if you wanted it. And then their license plate says push rods, and there's one that says Frantic there. So a couple different things, and there are your decals for the Continental if you had the Continental, and then there's for the Imperial. So would have been one standard decal sheet for both kits. So I thought that was cool to have a nice decal sheet with it. And again, there's just more custom parts. I think these, they call it, running boards, if you wanted to put running boards on it. And then now we'll get into the instruction sheet. So here's the instructions. Pretty cool stuff, guys. There's your Imperial sub-assemblies. And again, just pretty simple stuff. And then final custom. Your different custom parts. Now this right here, this 61 Imperial assembled by, what you would do is you would complete your model, and then you could cut this out, and then you would put it in this frame. And then you'd have a frame there, and then you would display that beside your model. Now it's kind of interesting because I actually have one of these in a big box of parts that I acquired a couple years ago, and I wondered what in the world that was. Had no clue. Well, now I know it was for, if not one of these kits, one like it. So that is pretty neat to have that and finally know what that's all about. But look, there are a couple different accessories. You have a TV, tape deck there, it looks like. Tape or wire recorder, I think it is. And a little phone there. And then there's your stock competition and custom with those fancy skirts on it. So just neat, guys, to have this. Have this again in part of the collection. Now I've got a little twist on this one, on how I actually came to get this kit. I actually had a video, probably about a year ago, I guess, and I actually had I have some other Imperials. I'll get it out here in a minute, guys. I promise I will. I have some other Imperials. I've got a 58, a 60, and a 61. And the 61 that I have was really the most, I think, the most complete or the most decent shape. And so I started restoring that one. But as I started taking things apart and stripping the old paint and old chrome and things, the back bumper actually ended up like this in these three pieces. And I think I shared that on that video. But what I got here is I could probably put it back together, but it had been broken before and pieced back together. But, I mean, we could have made it work, but it just would have never looked right to put it back together like this. So I saw this on eBay, and actually I thought, well, it looked like from the pictures that the bumper, front bumper and grill, and the back bumper were complete. But then I get it, and I'm like, man, that is... man, that thing's pretty nice. I don't know if I want to take that thing apart for parts or not. That is just, the glass is good in it. The rear bumper, which is what I would have needed, is such good shape. The front bumper and grill is such good shape in that. I mean, look at that. And then I'm going to lose a mirror here, so I'm going to drop that over. And then you just got your underside again. They had no engines in these at that point in time. It's kind of like promo style. So I got to thinking, so I had that 68 Fury police car by Johan that I ended up taking back to my friend Chip. I wanted to get that back to him, so I thought, you know what, he'd probably get a kick out of seeing this. So I just took this along with me and kind of told him what my plans were on that. And I said I was going to use the back bumper. I said, but it's so nice, I hate to use it for parts. And he said, you know, I just might have a bumper for that. I'm like, you got to be kidding me, really? For something like this old? So he comes down with this big, almost gallon-sized Ziploc bag bulged out with nothing but bumpers and grills and stuff for these model cars. And as I dig through the box, guys, what do you think I found? Found a bumper for it. So I can keep this one intact. And this is my other one that I started working on. Now, this is just kind of mocked up. These are from the 59 Imperial, the AMT kit, just to put that. But here's that back bumper, guys. Look at that. The only thing I had to do is where these screws go in, I had to open up the holes just a little bit because they weren't quite in the same spot. Because it's probably going to be hard to see it from here with focus. But that actually says 1962 on this bumper. So apparently the 62 and the 61 bumper were pretty much identical. So really all I got to do is just strip this. We'll re-chrome it at some point in time whenever I get back in on this. But I have a bumper for that. So Chip, once again, thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Now we can restore this one. The only thing with this window is it's got a little tire mark here. So I'm going to have to see if maybe I can't polish that out somehow. At least get the bulk of it out. And we should have another complete kit. And then we'll have two complete 1961 Imperials. So kind of neat to have that old one there in the stash. Actually, really not much of a stash as the thing is built. But we got another classic kit, if nothing else, just to have it on the shelf and have it as a conversation piece, if nothing else. So just another nice old kit that has withstood the test of time, and the box is held up so nice. It's nothing, if nothing else, like I said, it's a great shelf display piece, and we'll add it. Actually, we could add it to our empty box collection. So we'll finish up with that, and I'll put this out of the way, and we'll get into our next thing here, which is going to be the 57 Ford. Guys, I've done a couple different little things to this, and I'm getting excited about where it's going, and I got to thinking about it. So I didn't know which way I wanted to go with the back end now, but there is that back roll pan. We're getting it in place. It's not 100% yet. It's still got a lot of cleanup work to do, but we got the deck lid is rounded off nicely. Got that scribed out nice and deep now, so that's going to really stand out. And the difference on the back here, guys, is a 57 Ford. I got to think about a 57 Ford is just not right without some kind of fin on it. So what I did is I went to the 62 Buick Electra box the leftover parts that I had, and these actually would have been scoops for the hood, custom scoops for the hood. And I'm like, man, those would kind of make nice little small fins. So that's what I did. So we're just getting them morphed in, do a little bit more cleanup work on that. And we'll see where that's going to go. And I put actually the top of the Mercury taillights from the 56 Ford right there. And I got to try to find some way to blend those in yet. But those will be like our backup lights for the taillights. And guys, I come up with a taillight solution for this. I just got these initially. These are going to be the taillights. These are also from the Buick kit. These actually would have been like grill bullets for the Buick, but we have some nice big long fat bullet tail lights out of there. And actually, what I'm going to do, I've got those painted chrome silver. What we're going to do is we're going to throw this in the airbrush, and we're going to spray them with the stoplight red metallic. So we'll get those in the red lens color, and I think that's going to pretty much clean up and finish up the back end, and it kind of gives you that flow from what we've done with the front right into the back there. So you see that. But I'll get those painted up, and then we should have our taillight treatment and everything, and the back end's coming along well. Got the top set in. The only thing I've got to do is come up with some kind of windows for it yet. I might be able to make some of the original windows fit okay, even though I've dropped it down. Like I said, I didn't do anything with widening the top. I just pretty much cut it at these posts and dropped it down, kind of got the look that I wanted. And then we'll be able to come up with some kind of window for it. No worries there, but we'll do some search and see what we come up with. But that front's really blending in nice now, guys. It's really, really close. It's really close to being there. And then I'll just work on some grill treatment. And then eventually I can start working on the suspension, the belly pan here. Could start working on this, and then get the interior, start going on that as we can progress. But I wanted to make sure I get the body done first, so I know where I wanted to go with it. But I think those fins are looking pretty nice on there. It's just a nice custom touch, something that you might have seen back in the day. And what we're going to have on this, guys, is I think it's going to be the concept of we're just mixing different decades of customizing. So we'll have certain eras, look like your 60s custom, maybe, as they were done on the outside, then maybe with a more modern flare on the inside, and we'll have that Mustang engine in there too. So we kind of got some areas of all different eras in on this car, guys, when it's going to be done. So that's where we're at on the 57. And then last but not least here, finally, guys, and then we'll get out of here. I got some new distributors to try from ESS Resin Works. These are, it's got the 8-cylinder cap, comes with a mount, and actually they give you 5 color choices for the wires. So there's the whole kit right there, guys. And there's the mount down there. There's the cap, nice and deep. And this is more 1/24 scale, guys. I did find that out. I was going to use this on the Riviera, but I had to go with another one because it just did not look right sized up in there. But they do give you a boot material and then 5 color wire choices there. So when you choose the one that you want for this one, you still got 4 more different wires to use on another project. So that's nice. And they sent me a bonus in that. I got 3 of those in one pack, and they sent me a bonus. And this is going to be kind of hard to see, but the same company there sent me window crank handles. So that is so cool. So actually, you could, if you wanted, on that 68 Plymouth on the police car, in the back, if you want to make it just a daily driver, you could actually add these cranks to the side door panels on that car if you wanted to. So, or just wherever you needed them, a little hot rod or whatever, making your own rat rod, throw some little window cranks in there. So, and that is ESS Resin Works, guys. I just got these off of eBay, got on there, and you can go check them out. They also have a website. You go check them out too. So, but guys, with that, I think that's all I've got for now. Again, I apologize for being so long and coming back on the bench talks here, but we're back, and hopefully we'll get some of this building done and get back on these group builds and get some steam going on these. So, but for now, guys, if you like the video, and if you stuck around this long, I appreciate it. If you like the video, please give me a like, share, subscribe, all the good stuff. Be sure to hit the bell so you'll know that every time I post a new video, and you be sure to come back to the garage and see what we got going on. So with that being said, guys, until next time, this is Eric from Eric's Model Garage. You guys have a great day. God bless you, and happy modeling.